think that's going to probably change the way that people can and do invest in things like real estate or other assets like that. The thing about like using the infrastructure to really upgrade the industry.
So walk us through how blockchain might even upgrade business and real estate as a whole.
Yeah, the blockchain and real estate discussion has been going on for a long time. I've seen a couple of waves of it over time. And in that industry, and it's true to a certain extent in other industries too. But the tokenization of assets, I think, makes a lot of sense to people. The ability to fractionalize, to create new types of assets that are maybe, I don't know, the term synthetic assets has been thrown around a lot, that can be combinations of different tokenized pieces. I think that's going to probably change the way that people can and do invest in things like real estate or other assets like that. The thing about like using the infrastructure to really upgrade the industry, one of the things that's interesting about the auto industry is, even though the background stuff has been very dated, cars themselves do have computers built into them, and they have for decades. So there is this like already kind of latent technology infrastructure that you can tap into, which we are. Most houses don't have technology built into them to that extent, the way that there's several ECUs in a car running the operations of the vehicle underneath the hood. So there's a little bit of that challenge of like, how do you actually make the literal infrastructure of the house more tech enabled. But I think anything IoT, anything blockchain, is going to eventually need some sort of blockchain element that governs like how those IoT devices are managed. So tokenization makes a ton of sense to me in the real estate industry, but then you're really looking at a pretty major upgrade in terms of technology infrastructure that would need to come into play to like tech enable houses and real estate and apartment buildings in a much more meaningful way.